welcome to our vlog. My name is Sue.
And my name is Keith.
And we want to share with you our wonderful holiday we had at the brilliant TUI Sensatori in Crete.
It wanted to be bloody brilliant, the price we paid.
Behave, Keith, you tie ass. Wasn't that much. But anyway, we will go through everything from the rooms, the food, the pools, and most importantly, the alcoholic beverages. So less of us rabbiting on, let's start off with the entrance. As you can see, as you walk into the hotel, you're actually on the highest floor. It's very open with seating all around both sides, and this is actually where the reception is and one of the many bars which is located at the far end. The main restaurant then takes up most of the first floor, and then many of the other facilities are on the ground floor, such as the spa, meeting rooms, shops, an arcade for the little kids, and a gym that Keith never used but really should have.
Okay, Mad Lizzie, whatever.
But first, let's talk about the room. By the way, if you want to skip a specific part of the hotel, we've tried to add timestamps so you can navigate to the area you're most interested in. This can be found in the description. So back to the room. As Paisley mentioned, my husband is a cheapskate and opted for the most standard room in the hotel.
Listen, at the end of the day, a Sensatori hotel shouldn't have any bad rooms. Plus, you should be spending limited time in your room and enjoying everything else the hotel has to offer.
Okay, if you say so. So anyway, we had a double room with limited sea view, and to be fair, it was a very nice room that looked well maintained and it was clean. As you can see from the bathroom, it's very clean, it looks very bright, it's got a modern feel to it, and yeah, I can't complain about the bathroom. There's a nice deep bath, there's plenty of towels and toiletries that are provided by the hotel, there's a vanity mirror, you know what, everything that a bathroom needs. Oh, and there's some scales to tell you how much of a fat bastard you've been while you've been on all day. But yeah, nice shower, big enough for the two of you, and if that's your thing. Again, very clean, can't complain with the bathroom. I don't know about you guys, but one thing that I must have when I go away is a kettle with plenty of tea and coffee.
And plenty of vodka.
Keith, will you pack it in, man? Stop making me out be some kind of lush. And here's some storage space for your clothes. But a nice little touch was this little mini fridge where I had a few waters, a few soft drinks and 2 beers that got replenished every day or whenever you asked for your room to be made up. So again, the room is very clean and spacious. There's a nice big TV, and as we were still kind of coming out of the pandemic, they did provide you with these little health and safety packs. Everything seemed to be in plastic, like the TV remote. I'm not sure what this will be like for the next season, but yeah, it was nice that they took some care and attention to the little things like that. Here's some more storage space, extra pillows with your bathrobes there. There's an iron. Keith, do you know what that is? Or
Behave, woman.
Yep, didn't think so. Yeah, overall, lovely room. As you can see, there's 2 separate beds there, but you could make it a double, but we're too old for that sort of stuff now. I like my own space. These are the lighting settings, for mood settings. As you come out to the balcony, as you can see, it's not the best view in the world. It's the partial sea view room. There's some random guy's house, but there is just a little shop there if you need some extra supplies. Below us obviously is the swim-up rooms, were a little bit more expensive. But as you will see later, there is a lot of these swim-up rooms. Okay, so let's talk briefly about the pool situation. So the hotel has 2 family pools, an activity pool, an indoor pool, a kiddies pool, and most importantly, an adult pool. Now, I don't want to come across as a grumpy old hag, but when I go on holiday, I want the little brats to be as far away from me as possible. So this pool was obviously the busiest. Here's some of the features of the pool. There's nice little jacuzzi seats there. And to be fair, these are quite fun if you manage to actually get on them. What was never available were these day beds. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them, and no matter how early you got there in the morning, there was always towels on there. I don't know whether there was some sort of dodgy dealings going on behind closed doors, but we never ever managed to get one of these day beds, did we, Keith?
No, there was definitely some VIP towel placement going on there, Sue.
But yeah, a lovely pool area. You don't get harassed to do activities on some of the resorts you go to. As I mentioned briefly earlier, here's some more of the swim-up rooms. And here's what it looks like at night, as you can see. Very, very nice. Lovely, isn't it, Keith? Maybe next year you can splash out a little bit and get us a swim-up room, eh?
Only if you stop creaking us dry, love.
Just one thing to note, and that is that we never found there were any issues getting a bed, even around the more busier adult pool. As you can see here, there's plenty of beds. This was around 1, 2 o'clock, which is kind of our time where we like to sunbathe. You know, we found we could go to the adult pool and get a bed, and around the 2 activity pools and the family pool. So no problems from us getting a bed around any of the pools. Right then, let's move on to Keith's favourite subject, and that's food. So all buffet meals take place in the main dining hall, which is on the first floor. It's a massive area. There's outside seating if you prefer, and we never experienced any issues getting a seat. There was no queues or anything. So yeah, let's go through all the different meal types. So breakfast was your typical fare, your mushrooms, your tomatoes, your pastries, your waffles, your pancakes. But what got Keith's juices going was this. Look at this. English bacon, or as we call it, proper bacon. This really got you tingling, didn't it, Keith?
Think you'll find it was more than a tingle.
But yeah, then you had your usual juices, your fruit. There was some proper honeycomb, which was a nice touch. The coffee maker there did all different types of coffees, your lattes, your cappuccinos, your mochas. Spoiled for choice, really. And here's what my breakfast usually looked like. And here's the greedy fat bastard breakfast.
Can you help a donkey? For just 12 pence you can. Welcome to a YouTube ad with a difference. Never mind the bastard donkeys. This is an urgent appeal about helping those poor husbands who can never seem to please their wives. The ones that never manage to book the correct hotel room. Or the ones that get mocked for putting too many sausages on their plate. Can you spare a moment of your time to help support a husband like this? Then all we are asking for today is, if you are enjoying this video, then to simply like and subscribe to help support the channel. And you never know, Maybe just one day, this helpless husband may be able to make some money from their videos to afford a swim-up room and keep the wifey happy. Remember, just one like, just one click of the subscription button, can make a huge difference to a husband in need and a more certain future. Thank you for listening. Help a husband. Now.
So, moving on to lunch, again this took place in the main hall, but we didn't actually have lunch a single time that we were there. We seemed to go to this place called Tex-Mex, if we were hungry enough. Here's a little look at the menu. And for the little darlings. And here is a look at some of the food that we got over the week. So it was all freshly prepared, and from what I could see, you could pick as many items on the menu as you wanted. Obviously, just don't go overboard. The only bad dish that I thought was the cheeseburger. You thought it was a bit dry, didn't you, Keith?
Yeah, I don't even know why I picked the cheeseburger, to be honest with you. There's much better items on that menu, so that was probably my fault.
But overall, very nice food in there. Again, I'm not sure whether we were allowed to go in there more than once, but we went there maybe 3 times. So yeah, definitely try it out. So moving on to dinner, again, took place in the main hall. Never any issues getting a seat. Always a live cooking station, whether that be beef, pork, or salmon en croûte. There was always a great selection of bread and salad, lots of like healthy looking things, whatever they are. Again, more bread, some more healthy stuff. Always a great selection of cheeses. But unfortunately, if you're vegan, there's not much going for you. And also a small little section for the wonderful little children. To be fair, these shots aren't giving it much justice. We did this towards the end when it wasn't very busy, so we weren't filming people. So it doesn't look very good. But there was always plenty of food there, great selection of vegetarian meat choices. Yeah. A great selection of desserts, and then you can't go wrong with some ice cream. So if you manage to miss any of the main meal times, there is a Kokumi Cafe, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, which is open from 10 till 6. And the majority of this food was always freshly prepared, so here is a cheese and ham toastie. And here is some kind of cheese pasty thing that wasn't really like a cheese pasty at all, but it was still very nice. And here's some chicken nuggets. So yeah, if you do miss the main meal times, there's always other options to go to.
And here is Sue's favourite section.
Oh, pack it in, Keith. Anyway, during the day, there's 3 main pool bars dotted around the numerous pools. Again, no main issues with queuing, and they had a good selection of beers and cocktails and things like that. But for me, prime drinking time is on a night when you're listening to the live music and sampling the many, many cocktails that are on offer. And as you can see, the cocktails are very strong because half the time I forgot to note down what the hell I was drinking. So yeah, that's a testament to how strong these cocktails are. This little section is just to showcase all the other facilities that the hotel has to offer, starting off with the amusements. As you can imagine, all these coin-operated machines are chargeable and are part of the all-inclusive offering. Ted Keith put his hand in his pocket and had to go at the punch bag, but as you can see, he probably shouldn't have bothered. The shop had a good selection of souvenirs, clothing items that you may have forgot, and extra crisp snacks, drinks, that kind of thing. And this is something called a gym. I'm not quite sure what that is, and Keith definitely doesn't know what one is after that effort on the punch machine. And after you've killed yourself at the gym, you can then just go to the doctor's. I can't really comment on the spa, but it looks really nice inside, and when I looked at the prices, they didn't look too bad either. We both love this cute little church. And couldn't agree more with the bold, truthful message displayed on the front. Oh, and here's a random clip of women doing some pelvic floor exercises. Here is the fire pit. We never got to experience this, but it looks wonderful at night. And here is a closer look of the Guru Bar, which, I'll be honest, gets very, very busy at night. So if you want to get a seat here, have an early dinner and get out there as soon as possible. And welcome to the beach. No idea whose legs those are, they are not paid actors. The beach is just a short 30-second walk from the last pool in the complex. As you can see, there's just a small road that you have to cross over, and then you're at the beach. We found the beach area to be a lot busier than the pool areas, so getting a sun lounger here was a bit more difficult, but as you can see, there's still plenty there. And if you don't manage to get a sun lounge, why not try one of the many water sports? But as you can see, it's a lovely little sandy beach, not too crowded, and I've no idea why the waves are going backwards. Keith, any ideas? So one day we had a really stupid idea of going out for a short walk to a nearby resort. So this little section is just showcasing some of the shops and restaurants of the nearby resort, which I believe is pronounced Limonas. And please don't be fooled by that graphic. We did not run anywhere. In fact, Keith was dragging me, kicking and screaming. But as you can see, it's a lovely little area. Lots of little pubs where you can just glance out to the sea. And if you don't fancy drinking, then why not buy yourself some donkey milk soap? Or go for a tattoo, like these 80-year-olds are. Or why not shop around for some of your fakes? There were lots of good value food options. With no shortage of chocolate spread. And then we found this high-end option. But overall, it was a lovely resort, but I would highly recommend you getting a taxi and not doing the walk like I did. It's not good for the knees. Just a short ride outside of the hotel is the water park called Watercity. I think we paid around 15 or 18 euros for the taxi. Like I say, about 11 kilometres away from the hotel, but definitely worth it for a great day out. There's a great range of water slides here, all different shapes and sizes. And on that note, talking of shapes and sizes, they had a interesting selection of male statues. And I had to censor this because Keith was feeling a bit inferior, weren't you, Keith?
I won't lie, I felt a little bit emasculated.
But if the fast slides aren't your thing, there is a great lazy river and a wonderful little wave pool. I'll just get torn about like this. But yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed our day out. Our friends more so than us because they are a little bit younger, but the park itself is only a short ride away, and yeah, it was really quiet in September as well, but I would definitely recommend it. Even when we go all-inclusive, we like to go out and visit a local restaurant, and we visited Sir Taki's restaurant, which was just a short walk away from the hotel. The food and service was absolutely fantastic. Just look at this. Keith loves a bit of meat, don't you, Keith? And you weren't disappointed.
No, the food was absolutely fantastic. The meat sweats were for real.
So as I mentioned briefly before, in the lobby bar there always seems to be a live singer. We prefer up here, it's more chill vibe, you're close to the bar, and you know, it's just a more relaxing atmosphere. If you prefer it a bit more lively, there is an outside stage where they do live music as well. You may get to see Ricky Martin and his two brothers. Oh, what about the Greek Backstreet Boys? But we prefer it here where it's more chill. And you know, where the drinks are flowing. But that brings us to the end of our little vlog. We hope you found it informative, entertaining and fun. And if you have any questions at all, then please leave a comment below or find us on any of the main social media sites. One thing we have neglected to include in the vlog is the a la carte restaurants. We found it very difficult to book any of the a la carte restaurants. You can only do it through the app, and I believe it was up to 24 hours before, so it will open up if you've got like a small window to book it. But here is a quick look of those that are on offer. But again, thank you for watching and getting this far. If you have enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing, as it will really help the channel out. Oh, and if you do end up booking the Caldera Palace, don't forget to say hello to Dimitri and Sophia, the hotel pigeons. Thanks guys, and see you all soon.
Ta-ta for now.